Welcome! In front of me I have Garmin Forerunner 265 and I'm gonna show you how to pair this watch with the Android phone. Before we start, we can pair this watch with the Android phone in two ways. The first way is to do it during the setup process of the watch, so basically if the watch is brand new or it's been reset to the factory default settings. And the second way is to do it through the settings once the watch has been already set up, because you can set it up without pairing it with a phone. First, I'm gonna show you how to do it through the setup process, and then I'm gonna show you how to do it through the settings. Okay, so let's continue. First thing we need to do is to turn on our watch, and you can turn it on by pressing and holding the light button. Keep holding the button until you see the Garmin logo on the screen, and once you see the logo, release the button and wait until the watch is done booting up. And once the watch is done booting up, you should see the list of languages on the screen if your watch is brand new or it's been reset to the factory default settings. If you see this list, scroll through it, find the language you would like to use, and then tap on it to select it. And as you can see, now we're being asked if we want to pair our watch with a phone. We want to do this, so press the start button to confirm, and then you will see the QR code on the screen, which means that the watch entered the pairing mode. Basically, it will be detectable by the Garmin Connect application. So now we need to download the Garmin Connect application on our phone. To do that, we need to have the internet connection and Bluetooth enabled. Once we do, we need to open the Play Store. In the Play Store, we need to tap on search, tap on the search bar and type in Garmin Connect. And once we tap on the search button, you should see this application on the list of apps, Garmin Connect. Tap on it to select it, then tap on the install button to download and install it. And now let's wait until the application is done installing. Okay, and once the application is done installing, you can tap on open button to open it. And once the application opens, you probably will see this screen. Basically, we need to log in into a Garmin account. If you don't have an account, you can always create a new one by tapping on create account button and then use it to log in. And if you have an account, tap on sign in to basically go to the next page. I already have an account, so I'm gonna tap on sign in, check the box, tap next. And now I need to enter the email address and password to log in, so give me a couple of seconds. Okay, and then we can tap on next to log in. And after you log in, usually the app will start searching for the nearby devices. Oh, never mind. Before that, we need to allow some permissions. So tap on allow access and allow. And now the app should start searching for nearby devices automatically if you don't have any devices connected to your account, to your application. If you do have devices connected to your account or application, you will need to tap on a menu button and then tap on Garmin devices and then tap on add device, but I'm gonna show it to you later. Okay, so once the app detects the watch, because it should, tap on connected, tap on allow, tap on pair, here tap on next. As you can see right here, we can transfer settings from the previous devices that were connected to our account. If you want to transfer them, you can select the device you want to use as a reference and then tap on transfer settings. I'm just gonna tap on use default settings because I want to set it as a new device. Next, we have the sleeping schedule. This is useful if you want to use the do not disturb mode during sleep. So basically, you're wearing your watch during sleep, it will turn on do not disturb mode, so mute all of the notifications to not disturb you during sleep. And you can edit the time on which you go to bed and on which you wake up. So basically it will turn on the time you go to bed and turn off on the time you wake up. And to do it, you can tap on edit. And here we can tap on bedtime to set the time on which you go to bed, wake time to set the time on which you wake up. And you can also select the specific days on which it should work or should be working. And then you can tap on save. And once you're done with the schedule, you can tap on next. And here we have some permissions. This is for the notifications. So if you want to receive the notifications from your phone on your watch, you will need to allow the notification access. If you don't care, you can tap on skip and keep it disabled. If you want to use it, tap on allow. tap on allow. Next we have the location permission. This is useful for some features like local weather, tracking your location on the map when you're running or cycling and stuff like that. So if you want to use any of the features that require the location permission, you will need to allow it. If you don't care, you can tap on skip and keep it disabled. I'm gonna show you how to allow it. Basically, you need to tap on allow. It will redirect you to this page, to app info. Here we need to tap on permissions, find the location permission, tap on it, and we can select one of the two options: allow all the time or allow while using the app. If you select while using the app, I believe the app will bother you to allow it for all the time, which is a bit annoying, but usually apps do that rather. I'm just gonna select this one and let it bother me, and then we can go back. And next we have the calendar access, and this is useful if you want to see the notifications about the events from your calendar and stuff like that on your watch. If you don't care, you can tap on skip. If you want to use this feature, tap on allow and allow. Same for the call log access. This is useful if you basically want to receive the notifications about calls on your watch. So let's say somebody calls you on your phone, the watch will vibrate and it will display, let's say, number or the name of the contact if it's the contact you have saved on your phone. And if you want to use this feature, for example, you need to allow the required permissions like call log, phone call, or phone connection, something like that. And I believe there is also contacts. So you will need to allow those if you want to use the phone notifications for calls. If you don't care, you can tap on skip and keep them disabled. But I'm gonna allow them just for the sake of the video. Same for the phone call access. And messages is for the messages, of course, SMS. Okay. Then we can tap on sync now, finish. I'm gonna skip the tutorial, tap on finish. And at this point, you should see the home page. On it, there should be icon of your watch at the top, or if you tap on more, Garmin devices, you should see Forerunner 265 on the list of devices. Okay, now I'm gonna disconnect our watch from our phone, and we're gonna pair it through the settings. So I'm gonna remove it like this, go to settings, disconnect it like that. Okay, and now let's say you have the watch already set up and you want to pair it with a phone. To do that, you will need to enter the pairing mode on your phone, or not phone but watch, pairing mode on your watch. And to do that, we need to open the menu by pressing and holding the up button. Once the menu opens, we need to scroll through it and find the option called connectivity. Here we need to find the option called phone, and then we need to find the option called pair phone and tap on it. And once you enter this menu, you will see the QR code, which means that the watch is in the pairing mode. Now, if you don't have the application, you will need to download it, then log in basically. But we already have the application, so we can simply open it. And like I said before, if you don't have any devices connected to your account and you log into it for the first time, the app will start searching for the nearby devices automatically. But if you're already logged into app and you have it, it won't start searching for the devices. And to do that, you need to tap on more, Garmin devices, and then tap on add device. And now it will start searching for the nearby devices. It should detect your watch. We can tap on connected, allow, and basically go through the same steps as we did before, without the permissions, because you don't need to deal with them twice unless you disallow them, basically. Okay, tap on next. The sleeping schedule, location permission. I'm gonna skip this one for now. Tap sync now. Then finish. Skip the tutorial if it lets us. Yes. And then finish. For some reason the watch is rebooting. That's weird, but let's wait. Okay, we have it back. Let's try to sync it with our phone. Something went wrong. Did I not tap on pair button by mistake? Oh, no, it is here. So for some reason it doesn't want to connect with our phone. I'm gonna quickly turn off the Bluetooth, close the app, turn it back on, and then reopen the Connect application. Oh, and now it's syncing. Okay, so now it's working. And as you can see, here we have our watch. What do you mean device not connected? Something went wrong. So, you know what? We're gonna remove it again. Remove the device. Go to settings, disconnect it from here, unpair. Come on, unpair. Okay, we're gonna reboot the Bluetooth like this. We're gonna go to our watch, open the menu again, connectivity, enter the pairing mode again. So pair phone, open the app again, tap on add device, connect it, allow, pair. Okay, next, sleeping schedule, skip the location permission, sync now, it's synced, finish. Skip the tutorial, finish, and now, okay, now it seems to be working. So something went wrong, I don't know what, something bugged out and it didn't connect with the phone, but as you can see now it is connected with the phone, so it is working, and that's how you pair this watch with the Android phone. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel and leaving a like on the video.